And welcome everyone. You're watching the news from Ameco English Broadcasting live from the regional capital, Bahar Dar, Ethiopia. I am Johannes Lichalem with the news. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed stressed that generational exchange can only be enabled through the important role played by teachers. The Prime Minister made the remark while addressing 28 universities across the nation converged to begin online training on enhancing quality education. Abiy wrote on social media, as 28 universities across the nation converged to begin online training on enhancing quality education, the Prime Minister had the opportunity to address them, reminding everyone that generational exchange can only be enabled through the important role teachers like them play. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said that the discovery of Lucy or Dinkinesh enabled Ethiopia to become a global center for the study of human evolution by affirming the country as the origin of mankind. Burhanu Yesmau has the details of this story.
The 50th anniversary of the discovery of Lucy has been marked at Adwa Memorial Museum in Addis Ababa, in the presence of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, Deputy Prime Minister Tamaskin Turuna, ministers and renowned scholars on the subject, drawn from various parts of the world. Speaking on the occasion held under the theme 50 Years of Inspiring Discovery, Prime Minister Abiy said, Ethiopia is home to stunning cultural, natural and historical relics. The Premier added the discovery of Lucy has enabled members of the global scientific society to acquire knowledge on what is embedded in the Earth's crust and has laid the foundation for conducting numerous researches, which were based on various inquiries to be answered. Abiy further stated that the discovery accorded global recognition not only for Ethiopia, but also Africa as the origin of human species.
Lucy's discovery was a groundbreaking event that captivated both the scientific community and the world at large, providing invaluable insights into the evolution of life on Earth. It answered many questions while prompting new inquiries that continue to drive research and exploration. As we launch this anniversary, it is important to recognize that Africa as a continent is the origin of humanity. It is where it all began.
The Premier noted humankind has started to live on Earth since 6 million years and added that Ethiopia played a key role in scientific researches conducted on the subject.
According to the science of evolution, humans have been evolving for more than 6 million years. Ethiopia has been a key site for major discoveries in this field, including 13 of the 22 known hominian species. The numerous stone tools that have been found in Ethiopia provide insights into the use of early human tools, as positions Ethiopia as the birthplace of early technological and cultural evolution.
Abiy further noted that out of 22 human fossils discovered across the world, 13 of them were unearthed in Ethiopia. The Prime Minister noted apart from the human fossils that were discovered, various primitive implements that were discovered in Ethiopia indicate that the country is the origin of ancient technology and culture. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed also mentioned that the government has been conducting various projects like Dime for Sugar, Dime for Nation and Dime for Generation as part of efforts to promote tourism in the country. Abiy noted the projects were designed in consonance with the natural and ecological profile of the country, adding that more such projects are already on pipeline. Abiy underlined the remarkable contributions that Ethiopia has rendered to the rest of the world on human history, culture and world outlook has already been well recorded. The indigenous contributions made by the country deserve global recognition, he said, adding that the government is working on developing the tourist resources of the country so that the sector can contribute to the development of the national economy and prosperity of the country.
Ethiopia's contributions to the world are clearly marked in the realm of culture, history, and intellectual thought. Recognizing our country's exceptional natural assets, the government has placed emphasis on tourism, viewing it as a key driver of the country's economic prosperity. Over the past 5 years, we have made significant strides in developing the sector by investing heavily in the tourism infrastructure and creating eco-friendly and sustainable new destinations through the DINE initiatives.
Abiy also called upon the
African military officers emphasized Ethiopia's exceptional contribution to the continent's peace and security. Modomuliye has more.
Defense War College of Ethiopia graduated military officers from Ethiopia, Kenya, South Sudan, Somaliland, Tanzania, Uganda, and Burundi. The officers attended short and long-term courses in military security and strategic leadership fields. The graduates commended Ethiopia for its strong collaboration with the neighboring countries in the field of military and its long-standing support to the freedom of African countries. Kenyan Brigadier General Osaldo Pio said the training he received in the college for 10 months has provided him with enormous skills and experience to effectively fulfill his country's obligations. Moreover, Opio hailed Ethiopia's contribution for regional and continental peace since the reign of Emperor Haile Selassie I, playing a great role in establishing the Organization of African Unity to ensure peace and security and supporting anti-colonial struggles in Africa.
The role of Ethiopia in peace and security goes back even before many of us got independence. The efforts of Emperor Haile Selassie to contribute, in some cases, forces and also training grounds for a few of the African liberation forces gave a lot of African countries independence. And following up on that, the formation of the OAU and now the African Union, whose headquarters is here in Addis Ababa. You see, it's not just the headquarters physical being here, but also the efforts of Ethiopian diplomatics, Ethiopian forces to bring together peace and harmony in the whole region.
Brigadier General Opio stressed Ethiopia's Pan-Africanism movement dated back to the struggle for colonial independence, and the nation is currently carrying out its mission of fighting against terrorism by deploying its peacekeeping mission. South Sudanese Colonel Anyong, on his part, said he has received the knowledge of military security and strategic leadership in theory and practice at the college.
Starting from those of Haile Selassie have trained a lot of African iconic leaders like Mandela, like Kwame Nkrumah, and also Ethiopia have played a vital role in bringing freedom to rest of Africa countries like my country, South Sudan.
The colonel added the knowledge and experience of military leadership he has earned in the college will help him to strengthen regional and continental cooperation among African countries. Colonel Ahmed Omar of Somaliland, on his part, expressed gratitude to the Ethiopian government, the National Defense Force, and the War College for the opportunities provided for him that would enhance the military capacity of his country.
Ethiopia, they are a huge country in Horn of Africa, in each side, even the military and politicians and security, and it's amazing to fight or to eliminate for a terrorist group in Horn of Africa.
Colonel Omar added Ethiopia is a great nation that has been playing a constructive role in maintaining the peace and security of the region by combating against terrorism.
Ethiopia does not only produce coffee, it also consumes massively. Ethiopian coffee ceremony is a long ritual which is conducted throughout the country, and it's a gathering to share information among families, friends, and of course communities. Above Burhani presents Faven Delnessa's story.
This is a traditional Ethiopian coffee. So this is a coffee ceremony.
The birthplace of coffee traces back to one place, Ethiopia.
Coffee from Kaffa.
Ethiopia is world famous for its delicious coffee. Ethiopia takes the title also for being the birthplace of coffee. Ethiopians have a special relationship with coffee, both culturally and socially. Ethiopians had been drinking coffee for hundreds of years before the 15th and 16th centuries AD, when it was first sold to Yemen and the rest of Arabia. In Ethiopia, in many villages, coffee ceremonies are still considered one of the most important occasions to this day. It is common for the women of a household to participate in numerous 2 or 3 hour coffee ceremonies throughout the day in Ethiopia. In fact, it is viewed as one of the highest honors to be invited to a ceremony, morning, afternoon, or evening. These ceremonies may vary from region to region. However, the base format remains the same. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony is a very large part of the Ethiopian culture. It is a ritual involving the brewing, serving, and drinking of coffee. In Ethiopia, coffee is a major part of everyday life. Coffee is served during festivities, social gatherings among friends, as well as a daily enjoyment. Locals share information, news about other people who has been sick, who has lost close relatives to death, and a variety of other topics are raised and discussed during the coffee ceremony.
Discussing every issues, anybody's issues. You bring it here, everybody discuss, and then they'll give you suggestions from their experience.
In Ethiopia, hosting and entertaining your guests at a traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony is still a widespread activity. When a visitor comes to visit a family, one of the first things they are provided or served with is coffee. Coffee is a cultural ceremony that allows plenty of time for discussion and chatting while sipping delicious cups of coffee. The coffee ceremony brings individuals together on a social and emotional level. The traditional coffee ceremony is a crucial social reunion occasion for the Ethiopian society. Besides drinking the coffee, the cultural way of brewing and drinking it with a ceremony involves one's sense. Cultural Ethiopian coffee ceremony is an experience to feel. It gives participants time to share emotions and advice. The traditional way of the coffee ceremony is an activity to experience sensually. The whole process of the Ethiopian coffee ceremony takes longer than 1 hour. Normally, the coffee host is a woman with traditional Ethiopian dress. The event starts with the host preparing a good place for the ceremony. She puts the necessary utensils in front of her and sits facing her guests. The coffee host makes sure all the materials in order. Then she sprinkles fresh cut green grass. The coffee girl starts washing the coffee beans by hand.
It, we walk around to let other people smell smoke.
The Ethiopian coffee ceremony is an important part of the Ethiopian culture because it is a way of bringing communities, families, and friends together. Through the coffee ceremony, ideas and stories can be shared. Rituals like this help to spread culture, language, and tradition down through many generations.
Ertale is a continuously active basaltic shield volcano in the Afar region of northeastern Ethiopia. Ertale is the most regularly visited volcano in Dankal Depression. Burhan Worknach has the details.
Welcome to Ertale, the smoking mountain, Afar, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country endowed with natural, cultural and historical immense tourism potentials, being visited and waiting to be visited by local and international tourists. Ertale is one of the spectacular and mesmerizing tourist destinations found in Afar regional state, Ethiopia. The dawning and the morning scenery of the sun with the smoking lava makes tourists stay fascinated, especially watching the smoking fire blowing from Ertale at night time gives special feeling and unforgettable memories on the mind of tourists. In an exclusive interview, Guzo Ethiopia program producer Henok Siyum with Saifa Gabriel, founder and manager of Sphere Tour Guide organization, said Ertale is a manifestation of untapped geotourism potential of Ethiopia.
Ertale has 2 smoking holes on the mountain. This is the southern part of the mountain. As you can see, the smoking volcano has different images of lava at different times. The area is a unique tourist destination for many coming from different parts of the world. It shows the untapped geotourism potential of the area. In different seasons, Ertale has been changing its color time to time. As you can see, the lava is getting out of the volcano holes. Ertale has unique and different sceneries during day and night. The smoking lava becomes red during the night time.
Saifa said Ertale is one of the unique and some of the smoking volcanoes in the world.
The road is difficult. However, after tourists have reached here, they forget about all the ups and downs and become delighted. Ertale is one of the unique and some of the volcanoes found in the world, and this makes it different from other volcanoes. Apart from this, there are many processes which the volcano is showing in different times. For instance, it creates a lava fountain and moves from one place to another. This makes the volcano unique.
Nura Jawar, a tour guide of tourist destinations found in Afar Regional State, said the smoking volcano is mesmerizing tourist destination in Afar, Ethiopia.
Ertale ማለት ያው በአፋርኛ ኤር ማለት ያው የሚጨስ አሌ ማለት ደግሞ ተራራ ነው። ኤርታሌ ማለት ያው የሚጨስ ተራራ ነው።
The name Ertale in Afar language means the smoking mountain. It is a unique tourist destination in our region. Ertale is one of the active volcanoes in Ethiopia. Therefore, this makes Ertale differ from other volcanoes found in Ethiopia.
እና ለየት ያደርገዋል።